Microphone test 1, 2, 3. Am I audible? Hello? Are you guys able to hear me on the stream? Microphone test 1, 2, 3. Hello, is my microphone working? Microphone test. Microphone test 1, 2, 3. Alright, so I received a number of requests for replays, but I don't have enough time to go through making videos for all of them. So I've asked some people if it's okay for me to just review it live. And I'll make this video available publicly after I do the review. There will be no subtitles, and there won't be too deep of an analysis on every single replay, but we'll just be taking a look at the major errors. So we're going to start off with this one. Josh Reed, please tell me what the hell I did wrong here. I could have won this game and got my items and everything, and I still felt useless as fuck during the entirety of the game. Playing against a Heimerdinger felt worse than playing against Kennen. Alright, let's open this up. Oh god. Yeah, this can't be fun. This cannot be fun. Tryndamere versus Heimerdinger. Yeah. I can see that not being a fun game at all. Alright, let's open this up. Hello, Picalber. So right now we're just going to do a live commentary / review of games that some of you guys have submitted saying you wanted to get some feedback. And this game that we're reviewing here is a game by Josh Reed. His name is AAA Titan with 4 in place of the A at the end on the NA server. Okay, we'll be setting it to just the view that he has so that we can judge it by what he sees. See, he's got this demon Tryndamere skin. I'll speed it up to see him get into lane. At the same time, we're going to be keeping an eye on the map. Okay, this lane is absolute hell. I can see that already. Well, he's got the Doran's Ring Star, which is a good idea. Let's speed this up here. The enemy jungler is a jungle echo.
It's smaller than the diagram.
Alright, so I just laid the wave shot. That's a misfortune killing Annie in the bottom lane. And he got a return kill on top Kench. Alright, we're approaching the 3-minute mark. The jungler should be looking to start making their kills right now. We got Lee Sin going mid. Nothing happens with that. Echo is probably not going to be ganking the top lane just because of how hard it's shoved in. Lee Sin's going to come in from behind here. Or actually, this is not the best angle to approach, but we'll see how it goes. There's Echo with the counter gank. Oh, he got him. Nice, nice. Okay, that went a lot better than I expected. The angle of Lee Sin's approach wasn't the best, but that worked out. What is he rushing? Okay, you got his Mam Center. Ah, Lee Sin died to the... Well, you got a return kill.
Ah, the sweet smell of science.
If LeBlanc responds to this, he's got something. Nah, she didn't. Alright, so he's... Heimerdinger got away with that. Check this out. And Oriana killed LeBlanc. The game's a little bit too loud. Okay, let me turn down the sound of the game. Okay.
Shut down.
Okay. It's kind of bottom lane here. Alright, back to this lane. I'm thinking about what he can do in terms of builds. Ultimately, he's gonna have to rush a static shiv to start shoving the wave back. You got Echo doing the gank down bottom. Lee Sin's fault. Well, Lee Sin got the kill, but Echo's doing him well himself. Alright, let's speed this up to get past the laning phase. It's kind of boring anyway. So he's just doing different things. Does he have teleport? Yeah, he has teleport. No, he hasn't. Okay, Heimerdinger just teleported or recalled. Yeah, Heimerdinger just recalled. So shove top up. The enemy Echo seems to be carrying his team pretty hard. Alright, so the mid lane turret is down. Echo and Orianna are rotating bottom side. There's a teleport. Nice, that's a really nice teleport. Alright, so one thing, if they can get an advantage down here. Alright, so Tryndamere lost his turret, that's fine. Don't stay around for the Tahm Kench, just get out of there. The longer you stay, the worse it is. Alright.
Unstoppable.
Alright, rotating mid, that's good. Here comes Tahm Kench. Echo. Heimerdinger is in the river, so he should be pushing top right now, which he seems to be doing. The enemy team might get the dragon off this. Yep, there we go. There's Heimer with the dragon. Echo came up top to stop this. Nice roam onto the enemy Orianna. Now he should try to push mid here. Right, okay, so that's one of the mistakes. When you kill the enemy mid laner, when you have a numbers advantage, try to push the mid lane. No reason to recall at full HP. Alright, we're back to pushing this lane. Alright, he's got a static shiv and his Merc crits, which is okay. They got the Tahm Kench here. This is turning into a massive lead for the blue team. Get the turret. You know, the Echo. Again, I probably want to recall so quickly. Anytime you remove people off the map, that's the best time to pressure the map because they don't have the resources to counter the split push map pressure.
Executed.
Especially on Tryndamere, because you heal up by shoving waves as soon as you have a Vamp Scepter. I've got to get this top turret. Heimerdinger is mid. Lee Sin's got him covered. They should go through this turret. Teleport it. Was that a teleport? Okay, you cancel this teleport. Where was that teleport to? I'm going to rewind it a bit. So where was he teleporting? Oh. Yeah, don't tell. Never, ever. Okay. As Tryndamere, it's one thing to teleport to counter a play. The Tahm Kench has no kill potential on LeBlanc at pretty much any point in the game. There was no need to waste a teleport there, so now you're down a teleport. Unnecessarily. Now the Rift Herald has been released in the top lane, you gotta counter that. Nice. Echo's, sorry, Oriana's down bottom. Lee Sin's going in for the kill, or Oriana gets away. Alright. So now, while everyone else is a dragon or bottom side, push top. Okay, he's got it. Oriana's here. He should be able to wrap around and kill Oriana. Or not. Okay, pressure mid. Bot lane's pushing with Caitlyn. Waiting for someone to come by. I think they got, no they don't. Okay. Should be going back. What is he buying? Alright, he's got his Blade of the Ruin King. Alright, so we just lost Annie, and we got 2 people down on the enemy team. What's going on in mid? Alright, the blue team just lost 3 people, the enemy team just lost 3 people. Should be taking the red buff, I think. You see it up on the minimap, just go for it. Yeah, nice, going for it, that's good. Okay. Does he have wards up? No, not at the moment. Okay, so you've got a sweeper on Tryndamere. When you're playing a champion that split pushes, the ward you want to use is either the blue trinket or the yellow trinket. Because your concern when split pushing is warding up to see stuff like this, not sweeping for enemy wards. Leave that to the jungler and the support. As a top laner, if you're split pushing, always take yellow trinket or blue trinket. So one thing you want to watch out for when spinning onto a low HP target like that, especially the Echo, is if the enemy support is nearby and it's someone that can peel well, like a Tom Kench or a Braum or a Blitzcrank or an Alistar, it's generally not worth it to go after the low HP target because that low HP target is essentially bait and the enemy support is going to screw you over. And that's essentially what happened there when Tryndamere went down to the Echo. I don't think he had good odds because there were so many people on the enemy team around him, and Tryndamere can't handle dealing with multiple people at once. Okay, Annie had no chance of... I don't know what she was thinking there. Tryndamere's still down. Enemy team's going for Baron. Lee Sin, I hope he's not doing Raptors. Again, the going in for a team fight is risky. He's got 2 people, he's gonna go down himself here. So we lost the Tryndamere for the enemy Oriana and the Misfortune. The Misfortune's a worthwhile kill, the Oriana not so much. She's not doing too hot anyway. And we'll speed this up for... Hello Vincent, thanks for watching. We're just doing a live gameplay review today of some of the replays we've been requested to review. Alright, we got Tryndamere back here with teleport. Now, yeah, oh, whoa, what happened here? What happened here? Okay, so the Heimerdinger dies. You're getting Baron. Your ultimate is down on a 10-second cooldown. Okay, yeah, okay. This right here was just not understanding. Well, check your cooldowns before you spin over a wall to make an aggressive play. And Caitlyn was pushing bottom. Yeah. So that's been the reason you die right there is because you didn't check to see if your ultimate was up before you spun over a wall. That aside, don't spin over the wall when the enemy team is over here, right? Just especially as lone Tryndamere, it's not going to end well. Hello, Ayush Jane. I'll be reviewing your replay as well shortly if you have it posted. Alright, so right now you got 4 people on the enemy team down, 3 people on the blue team down. LeBlanc is low. Heimerdinger's coming with the flash.
It's smaller than the diagram.
I think Caitlyn can do this. Okay, not flash into the turret. Ah, Kate. That was painful to watch. You're shoving up mid. Okay. Let's see what led to this. So you're shoving up the mid lane. Spin away. Oh my god, that is force damage. Yep, that's unfortunate. What you could have done is walk slightly towards her, get your Blade of the Ruined King active to steal some of her move speed, and then walk away from her, or spin away from her. So that's going to turn into a free Baron for the red team. Lee Sin's going to go down here.
Smell of science.
Oriana's gonna win this. Goes. Caitlyn? Not Caitlyn's getting away. A review done. Also, can you donate through YouTube? How do you got lost? I don't know if you can donate through YouTube. I do have a Patreon channel. How do you get a review done? People send in their replays through the comments or messages that they send, and I open it up using the AOF.GG links that they provide. I'll show it to you once I'm done with this one. Oh god.
It's smaller than the diagram.
Trimmer has ultimate? No, I don't have ultimate. Okay, so again, this is the let me refine this a bit more. So when your ultimate is on cooldown, 7, 6, 5, there's still time on it. Okay, so let's rewind this a bit more. So as you're coming up here, this is one of those things where if you're going in to make a play, and in order to make this pay off, Trinidad has to spin to the spot. He screws up here, right? The moment you screw this up, continuing to chase in this direction with your ultimate still on cooldown is not the best idea. Let me run this a bit again. So when we see this play out normally, so you got 18 seconds on your ultimate. He's going to come over to the side here to catch up Misfortune and get stuck on a trap. Yeah, don't keep chasing after. Yeah. So this is the same thing. You might have seen cases where a Fiddlesticks ults over a wall, he misses everyone, and because he ulted, he feels compelled to flash forward to make a bad play even worse. That's what this was. So it was all on you to get that spin in, right? If the spin goes badly, that's what you needed to make that play work and get out safely. Don't just keep going in, because now you're walking in as a Tryndamere. You have no mobility to work with, and okay, you got the Misfortune, but you know you're going to go down as well. So a common theme here is that Tryndamere has been spinning into fights quite a few times this game when his ultimate was down. Also, one more thing is, because the enemy Misfortune is the one carrying our team, these boots should be changed to Ninja Tabbies, because she's dealing pretty much all of the damage that's coming at you. Yeah, going after the Heimer, not the best idea. So, so again, that's a matter of priority, right? If you're going to spin in, make sure you go after. Yeah, don't go after the Heimer who's behind, especially with Tom Kench and Echo right next to him. Right now, the enemy team has 2 people up and 1 person on the blue team. Oh, Caitlyn just destroyed Oriana.
Blue team's turret has
So what it's going to come down to for this game is Tryndamere able to drop map pressure on the sides, because every time he goes in for a team fight, Echo, Heimerdinger, and especially Tom Kench can ruin his day. Tryndamere's not great at team fighting. So what I want to do is draw people to the side where he can kill them. Echo's dead, that's great stuff. You got the fight over the Elder Dragon going on. Blue team got it, spin out of the wall. I'm hoping he did he ult? Oh, yeah, he ulted. Spin over the wall! Spin over okay, so yeah, so right there. Take a look at what happened here. So the fight's going on. Tryndamere has a Guardian Angel. This is important to keep in mind. So he has the Guardian Angel. He's going to start fighting. And when he gets low on HP... Yeah, so... He has the Guardian Angel, but he's playing as if he doesn't. So he smashed the R key as he's going down, and now the ult, it keeps... Well, I believe it keeps going. And when he comes up, he no longer has his 5 seconds of, not being able to die. If you are playing a champion with any kind of revive passive or revive ability, and you have a Guardian Angel, let the Guardian Angel do its work. It'll buy you some time, then use your ultimate if you have to. Don't smash the R key as you're dying with the GA, because you just end up wasting the ultimate. Oh my god, that misfortune is crazy. You got this, you got this, you got this. Okay, don't chase the Orianna. Okay. Once again, these boots should have been sold a long time ago in favor of Mercury Treads. How do you get a review done? Register your account on aof.gg, and it'll start recording your replays, and you can just send the replays through the comment section or YouTube messages, and I'll respond to it.
Step right up.
Killing spree.
Echo's down. One hell of a long game. The red team got the Baron. Okay. Heading over to a fight. Kill the Tom Kench, I think, safely. Now you got a numbers advantage again with Tom Kench down. Alright, Caitlyn went up too far ahead. I think. Okay. He's got the Heimerdinger. Okay, that's... So, between the two targets here... So, when Tryndamere... Gonna stop it for a sec here. Waiting for the enemy to show up. Okay, so... Right now, Tryndamere has his ultimate and everything. The enemy Heimerdinger is 5, 6, 11, not the primary threat. Enemy Misfortune has 20 kills, 12 deaths, 12 assists. This right here is the primary threat. By going down here, you're going after the wrong target. Now, you have an Annie over here. She has her stun. She doesn't have her ultimate, but she has her stun. If you go after these two while Annie's able to get in there and stun them, you got Lee Sin here to work with. Well, he'll probably die the moment he comes in. But if Annie manages to stun them while you come in from behind, and you kill the Misfortune, Orianna goes down pretty easily. Like, this should be the priority right here, not the lone Heimerdinger. Because by going after him, you lose most of your HP, and you needed that to take out the Misfortune. Plus, the fact that she's at half HP and you're coming at her full HP will cause them to become disorderly and unsynchronized. They will not play perfectly because Misfortunes would be afraid of dying, and she'll play erratically, which makes it easier for Annie to stun her. So that's what you wanted to do. Like going after the Heimerdinger instead leaves you vulnerable as Miss Fortune comes down to finish you off. Like that's what I'm seeing right here. So this choice to go after Heimerdinger basically frees up the enemy Miss Fortune and Oriana to come straight through. Heimer gets you low and Miss Fortune finishes you off, which is unfortunate. So this was a matter of prioritizing the right target that we had there.
Come get me.
And I think that's it as your Nexus goes down. Okay. So this is gonna be available on the. I'll be making this stream available publicly after it's done. At the same time, I'll respond here. So replay view is up via stream. Key comments. Don't spin at people when you're outnumbered. It tends to end badly. Since Tryndamere doesn't work so well in team fights. Also, when you do spin over walls or go after people, make sure your ultimate is up. You died twice by my count, going after people without the ult. Towards the end, the choice to go after Heimerdinger at bots set you up for failure, since the priority target should have been the Miss Fortune and Oriana at mid. Might have been able to work with Annie's stun to make something happen there. Outside of that, your priority should have been to draw map pressure. One sec. Right, so outside of that, your priority should be to draw map pressure. But yeah, split pushing because team fighting against an Echo, Tom Kench, Heimerdinger is absolutely painful. Also, never if you are going to go 1-for-1, it should not have been for the Heimer at any point. You were one of the only people who could take down the Miss Fortune. If you must go 1-for-1, it should have been for her. So that's basically my main comment here. A huge part of it is keep track of your ultimate before you go in on someone. I mean, I've made that mistake quite a few times myself. So you're not alone on that. Outside of that, the choice to try and brawl it out with an Echo, a Heimer, and a Tom Kench around, that's going to make things more difficult than it needs to be. Additionally, should have swapped to Ninja Tabbies too. So additionally, you should have gotten Ninja Tabbies as soon as we can parent that the Miss Fortune is the source of the issue, source of problems on the enemy team. How to deal with Gnar? He is such bullshit right now. I don't have a direct answer for that. Haven't played a whole lot against Gnar. I played against them once as Tryndamere. I got destroyed. In terms of champions that can beat him, so there's actually a website you can look at for this kind of stuff. Let's see, Gnar. This is an analytics website that I use. So what do we have here? So now Gnar does not do well against. Oh yeah, Yasuo. So this champion's banned right now, but I know historically he does tend to do well against Gnar. There's a whole bunch of other champions here who I do not know how to play, except maybe Swain and Pantheon. Against Gnar, since you want to match tank for tank, you should probably just go for something tanky. What the fuck? Okay, so that's some pop-ups that my thing is trying to load. Against Gnar, what you want to do is pick someone that's tanky or an assassin that can close the gap really quickly. So that's your Fioras, your Yasuos, maybe even your Rivens. But at the same time, if your team needs a tank, then you can go for your Maokais or Scions, something that'll work in a team fight. Whatever you do, do not pick anything that's vulnerable to being kited. Like Singed probably wouldn't work so well. Darius, you can get kited. Jax, you might get kited. Yeah, don't pick any champions that get kited easily by an Ars Boomerang. Swain would probably be the safest pick since you can just harass Gnar from afar with the click of your Raven. Alright, so going back to looking at more replays. I am Heartstuck and Silver. Can you check this game out? Sure. Yeah, so what happens is people register their accounts on aof.gg and they're able to link the replays like so, and from this I'm able to watch them. I'm trying to figure out who this player is. Player ID 5436. Is it the Warwick? Let's take a look at the match history. Just trying to load the name so I make sure I got the right person. When you guys do link me to your replays, make sure you tell me what champion you are, so it's easier to look it up. So AFF.GG. I believe it's this guy, right? I think it's the Warwick. What the hell? Let's go back again. This is EUNE, okay. EUNE. Search. Click on details. 549-36165. 549-36165. Okay, so it was the Warwick from that I saw earlier. Okay. Alright, so let's take a look at this game. Alright, so we got the jungle. Oh, I haven't seen this Warwick skin in quite some time. So the good news is this team has a Darius to deal with the Nasus, which should make things fairly easy outside of the Lulu being a pain, possibly the Ashe for cutting Nasus. So with the Soraka on the bottom lane, you're not going to have a whole lot to work with. I'm thinking during this game you'll want to focus either the mid lane or the top lane to get all your kills for your team, to get them ahead. Alright, so mistake number one is you never know when the enemy team will invade, so you do want to ward this the river brush right here, just to make sure you have vision of them invading potentially.
Minions have spawned.
Starting red, that's fine. Let's switch back to the Warwick. Wait, what's going on here? What? Twitch got the red buff? Okay, I don't know if you guys planned that or if you just... I don't know if you planned to get on the red buff. I don't think you did. In which case, yeah, watch out for champions like Darius and Twitch because they're they have damage over time passives and their abilities that will bleed out a camp from you if you don't smite it. So I don't. How did that happen? With Darius. Okay. Anyway, so when you're playing, when you're getting a leash from a Darius or a Twitch, it might be worthwhile just to smite the first camp because you don't want to take the risk of losing the buff unnecessarily. What happened down there with red buff actually pushed you behind on levels, which is going to be a problem because you need to hit level 6 quickly. So you're going for a gank in the top lane. Nocturne's already here. You got this, and you got this. You got this. There we go. Alright, so I'm seeing a brand. Is he overextended? You might be able to make something happen here. I think that's what you're going for. Alright, so right here. Don't go straight through this path ever. I mean, you can, but it's just so much more effective to go around the wall over here. And yes, Rodega, that is the question I was wondering. How does NASA's first blood a Darius? I don't know. I have never seen that before. It's quite fascinating. Maybe Darius lagged for a bit. I don't know. But he's doing well now. He's killing the Nessus, as he should. Okay, so you're about to hit level 6. Now, the Nocturne just dove bottom lane from the looks of it. You're level 5. What's going on here? Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Flashed away. So go. His flash is down. Go. What you want to do is go get. Not a fan of that.
More scars.
Let's take a look at your build. You got your Tiamat, that's good. Getting your boots. I think Twitch got this. No, he doesn't. Okay, so you're gonna grab your red buff. You're spending too much time in the bottom lane. So, coming down here, unless you can secure the play on your own, keep in mind Soraka has no crowd control for you to work with. Your attention should be focused on mid and top, and when you do come mid, you need to be coming in from behind here. There's the Nocturne up top. So Nocturne's got the right idea. He wants to get the Nasus ahead. Luckily, Darius is holding his own up there. Now you're going for mid. This should be an easy gank. Alright, you guys got the kill. Hopefully Akali doesn't die. Okay, she survived. Alright. Bottom lane is in trouble. What's he doing here? Your ultimate's up soon. Should be going mid. There, you're going up top. You're an ult, right? Okay, you got your ultimate soon. You should be going mid. Alright, that's it. No, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, so the control ward. You can get this guy. You can totally get this guy. You can totally get this guy. Okay. Alright. I mean, it's a great. It was like I'll give you an A for effort. What you wanted to do was come down through this side here and see if you can capture the brand right along this path. Like I know he's like not completely overextended, but if you came along this wall, you might have been able to get him. This was kind of reaching. You almost had it, so I'll give that to you. But so this is kind of weird. So when you come here, Okay, I guess you couldn't see that he finished recalling. That's fine. Okay. Alright, let's... so, the enemy team just saw you pounce at a turret. You missed. Okay, that's fine. Your flash is down, right? The enemy team knows that you're here, your flash is down, and you just whiffed your ultimate. This blast cone right here is your path to safety. You should be taking it. But going for the blue buff, that's just way, way too greedy. This right here should not have happened. Right, because you got to think about it. You can't just show up down here, lose your ultimate and most of your HP bar and your flash, and then think it's safe for me to counter jungle. It does not work that way.
The game. Return.
Alright, so you're grabbing your red buff. He completed the Cinder Hulk. Okay, that's... Okay, so when you pass through the river, the scutter thing, you know you've been seen. Are you trying to go for it? No, you're not. Lulu's up top. Okay, so I'm gonna do vision on all for a moment. Okay, so while you are charging down here, Lulu's up top fighting Darius, right? I guess Nocturne's here. Okay, that's fine. I was thinking you might have been able to go for it, but then that would have got you killed with the Nocturne there. All right. Your team's not with you. Okay, I guess you get it. Do bring a control ward if you plan on doing something like that.
I have your sins.
Okay, so it looks like you're going to be building out the Titanic Hydra. What you want to be doing is building out your boots instead, because this ties into your ultimate, right? It gives you greater length on your ultimate charge, and it also allows you to cross the map much more quickly. Don't be building out Titanic Hydra until you completed some kind of boots. Now you go to Leech in. You guys got this. Yeah, you got this. Remember, your primary role as Warwick is a damage sponge for your team, right? You want to absorb damage and heal it back up, so durability in the form of armor and magic resist is much more valuable than straight HP. Going for Rift Herald, you can't really do much about it with Darius down. It'll be fine to let it go. Unless you can smite it. Brand is here, just let it go. Alright, so they got that, that's fine. Now you're going after the Nasus. Darius is here, I think you guys got this. Let's rewind this a bit. So, when you're going for the gank, keep an eye on the distance of your top laner. Darius stopped the farm while you kept going, and I understand you're tunneling on. Oh, we can get this Nasus, but unless Darius commits, I mean, this guy is still farming minions, right? So the moment you go for his ultimate, when Nasus sees Darius this far away, he knows he's just gonna walk away from this. There's absolutely no way that you're killing him. Yeah, your top laner took way too long to respond, and by the time that he does, there's no possible way you can. And yeah, he's mocking you with his dancing right now. And now your ultimate is down. And you might actually need it, which is snap hard. Alright, Darius still made the most of it. Nasus made the mistake of staying, or his allies made the mistake of not helping him out.
Watch it.
You guys get a turret. You guys got this Akali's here. Wait, what? This guy just summoned the Rift Herald at like a Pokemon? What the? I don't understand this. The Nasus just, like, he called out the Rift Herald to fight for him. That's an absolute waste. Okay, back to game. Let's rewind this bit. Sorry, I got distracted by the Nasus summoning the Rift Herald. Okay, so you guys killed Nasus. There's 3 of you here. This has been going on for a while. There's 3 of you here. Thing is, you get your Twitch down bottom. Soraka, she's farming mid. Enemy team's rotating top. You're gonna be outnumbered very soon. This was basically a case of overstaying, is what it comes down to. I mean, not even like forget about noticing whether or not the enemy team was rotating. Just the fact that your 2 teammates were still bottom after you got a kill and lost most of your abilities, man, staying here for such a long period of time is an absolute risk. Oh, okay, Road to 0 subscriber just explained it. Nasus tried to ward and he summoned the Rift Herald. That makes much more sense. Okay, that makes much more sense. So he tried to ward this brush right here and he summoned the Rift Herald. Okay. I thought he was trying to summon it to fight for him like it's a Pokemon or something, which looked really funny. Alright, okay, back to builds. Alright, so you completed your Titanic Hydra, you still haven't completed your boots, hopefully you complete it soon. One thing to keep in mind, so again, you have a Cinder Hulk, you have Titanic Hydra, which is fine, but the problem is what you really need is armor and magic resist, because that's what's going to allow you to tank the damage up with the enemy team, not HP so much. So right now, 2 people on the enemy team are down. Dragon should be free, or well, the enemy team got it. You guys should be going for mid. Rand is down. Nocturne is not going to ult yet right now. That's a free turret. Good job, Akali. She's going to the side. Alright, Brand is back up. You guys should probably pull back. No need to commit. The enemy team is back up and fresh.
Time to go.
We're going for the enemy red buff. That was painful to watch. Okay, it's okay. You missed your ultimate. That's fine. You guys still get the Darius still makes up for it. You guys still got the fear off, so that's worthwhile. The good news about Warwick is his strongest ability is not his ultimate. It's actually his E, the ability that gives him damage reduction and that AoE fear. So as long as you can hit that, team fights can still go your way if you hit enough people with it at once. Alright, so you guys... Okay, the enemy team's pushing mid. You guys should be heading back towards mid. Twitch is recalling for some reason, probably to buy items. Akali's trying to set up an assassin play. You guys are outnumbered going through here. You missed your ultimate, that's fine. You got the fear off. You got the fear off. Brand's gonna die to Akali, that's good. Okay, you got down there. I think Darius is going after... What's his face? Twitch just finished buying his item. He's coming out of base. So with regards to missing your ultimate, I have a suggestion here. So now, right here, you tried to capture Ashe perfectly where she was. What you could do is aim in the direction of the group of members of the enemy team, and you might, if you miss Ashe and Nocturne, you might still hit Lulu. Like, aim in the direction where there's a whole bunch of them, and trying to hit, instead of trying to hit Ashe perfectly, it gives you much better odds of hitting something with your ultimate, which would have given you an advantage here. And once again, the HP that you build is not it's not the durability you're looking for. What you want is armor and magic resist. That's what Warwick needs to sustain out team fights. Let's see what you're building here. Darius dies. Okay, again, well, you got a Spectre Scout at least, but you really need to complete your boots. On Warwick, think of Warwick like Hecarim. You need boots for mobility, because it ties into your damage output, but in the case of Warwick, it ties into how well you can connect your ultimate with someone. If you have level 2 boots, you don't have to do any guesswork when you lunge in for your ultimate. You can close the gap much more efficiently.
Want some? Back off.
I mean, it could be Swift Boots, Ninja Tabbies, Mercreds, does not matter. Just upgrade your boots. I mean, ideally Mercreds, given the amount of CC that they have. Also, another thing to comment on is the ultimate that you used went on to the enemy Lulu, right? Ideally, you want to be reserving it for the enemy carries, not the enemy support. Would you recommend Ghost on Warwick? Ghost is helpful, but it is absolutely not necessary. If you can get your AoE fear off with your E, what is that? It's, your Primal Howl. If you can get your fear off in the right spot, that can make for really good plays, and that is what you want to be doing. And that works better with Flash over Ghost. Alright, you got your Ninja Tabbies, that's good. It's some kind of boots. And also, given that you're in the cluster of the enemy team, it might be worth building that item that gives, I can't remember the name, but it gives armor, HP, and it doubles your HP. It gives extra armor and magic resist when you're in a cluster of enemy champions. And you seem to be in that situation a lot, right? So it might be worthwhile to pick that up. Road to 0 subscribers. Another thing is, you don't need Ghost if you have Swift Boots and Dead Man's Plate. If you build either of those, the mobility that you gain makes up for it, and you might as well just get Flash instead. Alright, you're up. Enemy team is up and alive as well. I think you guys got a... Okay. Going for the Nasus. Where's Darius? He's out in front. You guys got the Nasus, that's great. So you have your numbers advantage right now.
For everybody.
Who used their... Alright, Soraka kind of wasted her locket there. You guys have a numbers advantage. You should be pushing for something. Possibly get someone to take bottom. I don't know. Alright, you're coming to farm bot. Nasus is top again. You got Nocturne coming down bottom. Nasus, Akali, and... Sorry. You have 3 of your teammates taking down the Nasus. Ashe is up top. Akali's trying to make a play here. Warwick. Wait, what? So, right here. Akali's putting herself in a danger spot. I will give you that. Ninja Vanish, thank you. Gargoyle Stoneplate is the name of that item. So Akali is putting herself in a really dangerous spot right here. Does the enemy team see her? Let's find out. No, they don't have vision of it. But nonetheless, this is an extremely dangerous spot. Now, when you as a jungler see your teammate doing something stupid like this, I mean, you got Soraka in base. Darius and Twitch are nearby. Twitch is low on HP. Akali says, Nasus is dead. Alright, let's make a play. I don't agree with this, but that does... let's see. The right play is not necessarily the perfect play, right? So, you're not going to get ideal teammates. So, Akali putting herself in a danger spot like this, with so many people unable to help her, that's bad on her. But you have to play around this. You'd have to work with the Darius to say, all right, let's head over towards this spot. because she's about to do something stupid, and we have to make the most of it. That's basically how the game works. You can't be playing around the teammates that you wish you had. You have to play around the teammates that you do have. So right here, you should be running straight at them, not away from them, which is unfortunate. As soon as you saw Kali going towards that area, you guys should have headed down there, because now it's too late. She's already dead. I mean, she got Brand, sure, but now it's too late. And had you gone there, that could have turned into a kill on Brand, and you could have got out with the Kali safely. And then you would have had a 5 versus 3 numbers advantage, and you might have been able to go for the Baron. So yeah, if you see teammates doing something stupid, try to get in position to do something about it. Do not run away from it. Someone should have a... Okay, so I noticed no one's upgrading the trinkets here. You should be getting a sweeper at some point. Okay, I just missed what happened here. Okay, so Soraka is heading down bot. Twitch is up top. Runs into Brand.
Straight roll.
Kali's coming down. You should be okay. I don't know if you are not, if you are or you're not, but you should be pinging your teammates to get the hell out of here. Nasus kills Soraka right away. This is not going to end well because you got a Lulu to cockblock the Akali. Your AD carry's mildly retarded. I don't know why he keeps just split pushing. And of course he's going to die to the... Oh, I guess he gets away with it. Or does he? No, he's stupid. What is he? Does he have this? How fed is this guy?
Sneaky,
I
sneaky.
guess he's decently ahead. I thought the Nocturne would be able to kill him. Anyway, so your Twitch not being around is kind of problematic. It's a bit. So right here for this team fight, this is all going to be on your Howl, not your ultimate. That's one of the things that I want you to notice. The moment you get that Howl in, it makes it so much easier to just continue this engage. She's feared. You're going for the engage. Darius is able to come in as well. And now you got the Brand. Darius got the Brand? Or maybe not. You guys kill the Nasus as well. Yeah, Nocturne played that pretty badly. I thought he would have had it, but he kind of let it go on the Twitch. Anyway, so now your team is grouped. You got 2 people on the enemy team down. There should be a free dragon. Twitch is just going for more and more kills. Not necessarily the worst thing. Right, so now you have a 4-person numbers advantage. 2 of the people on the enemy team are about to respawn, so you'll be dealing with 3 people by the time you get to their base. There should be a dragon and Baron. With the number of people you have down on the enemy team, especially Nocturne and Lulu are not going to be up for a long time. Ashe, Nasus, and Brand are not... Well, Brand just died. Are not going to be coming after you, so I would have gone for the Baron with your entire team over the bottom turret at that point. If you have a 3 versus 5, and at least against the champions that they had up, and when the enemy jungler's down, it's worthwhile to go for the Baron. Okay, so most of your build is in place right now. You got your Deadman's Plate, you got your Spirit Visage. Okay, what did I just have right here? So, oh god, okay, so I know you're doing Raptors, but this is one of those things where you have to try and hurt your teammates. Thanks for the feedback, Honeycakes. Alright, so your teammates are going to be stupid sometimes. It's not your fault that Akali died, right? But you should try to tell people, hey, Nocturne's up, get the fuck back. Because, if you're an Akali with almost 0 HP, what do you think is going to happen? Nocturne's going to come after you. So that's one of those things you want to actively communicate while you are doing Raptors is tell Akali, get away, Nocturne is coming for you. If she listens, great. If not, at least you tried, right? So this is one of the things you want to get into the habit of doing. Not feeling that ultimate there. Not sure why you went for it. So with regards to that ultimate that you just kind of threw away there, don't ult in unless your AP and AD carry are able to follow up. Try taking that as a general rule. Unless you build with Blood Razor, Bork, and whatever you need to 100 zeros a champion. Do not use a suppression ultimate without your AP carry, who's dead at the moment, and your AD carry nearby. Or even your Darius. If your Darius is nearby, he can still make something of it. But you're too far away, don't lunge at the Lulu with your teammates unable to follow up. That's basically what it comes down to. Cooldown reduction, 10%. Alright, so you guys start telling this guy to recall, which is the right idea. I don't know why he keeps overstepping like this. Okay, so right now, the thing is, you guys have a stubborn Twitch. It's not the first time they've done this, right? So the next time you see the Twitch going for any lane on his own, knowing what you know about him, just rotate to where he is. Don't let him do something stupid like that, throwing his life away, because what? The enemy Ashe is 897, your Twitch is 10-5-13. Him going 1-for-1, Nocturne picking up the kill, that does not help your team. You need the Twitch to hit multiple people with his ultimate. And if he's going to do something stupid going on a certain side of the map, just head over there. Don't let him be alone. You basically have to babysit him at this point. It was similar to when Akali tried to set up a trap up here, and I was saying you should have gone over to make the best of a bad situation. Twitch is trying to make a play on things. Okay, here comes. Okay, you got the suppression on Nocturne. That's nice. I think Darius got this. Nice. That was a nice ultimate to save the Twitch. Akali. Just right. So yeah, the Twitch is extremely low, but because you managed to save him, now you guys are able to get turrets and inhibs for free. The Nocturne is up again, it looks like. Kill. That's a free inhib. You guys are going for the final play. There's no super minions to work with. It's kind of risky. Just kill the Nessus. 3 members of the enemy team down. Ashe is coming up. I think Twitch is staying for more and more kills. Yeah, got more kills. Okay, and now you guys get out of there. I hope. What is this guy doing? Oh, okay, I guess it works. Alright, so that's Soraka being cancerous. I'm surprised this game goes on for this much longer, considering how far into their base you guys are. Anyways, you guys are getting the bottom side turret. Good idea. You got 2 people in the enemy team down. Nessus can't stop you. Darius comes in. It seems like a cut and dry finish. Right here, that's fine. Well, it's not fine rather, but so as this play is progressing, so one of the things to keep in mind is the enemy death timers. You have visibility on this. You see Nocturne coming up in 9 seconds, Ashe coming up in 5 seconds. So that gives you an idea of how much time you have left down here. And now all the members of the enemy team are up. and here they come to finish you guys off. They're not able to get the Nasus. And you go down. Okay, so this is a death timer thing. Always, either you gotta be looking for it, or if you notice it, let your teammates know. Look at the enemy death timers and tell your teammates to get the hell out of there as the enemy team respawns, because you guys were in a really extended skirmish. You don't want to stick around fighting outnumbered when Twitch and Soraka have gone to the other side of the map. 3 versus 5 as the enemy team respawns and comes after you. That's what happened right here.
It's me! Here's something that won't wash off.
So your priority of this game is to save Twitch. And oh my, okay, that would have been amazing if Twitch beat him, but I guess, you know, this is Nasus, and he's got 600 Q. Okay, so Nasus has 600 Q stacks. Twitch trying to 1v1 him was kind of a bad idea. Even though Twitch is super fed, trying to 1v1 him was a bad idea. Okay, you got your frozen, Iceborne Gauntlet. Enemy team is going for Baron. Once again, the lunge in with no teammates around. Not the best idea. So let's rewind that a bit. Okay, so your Akali's here, Darius is here, right? Okay, so you're going in for the lunge, I get it. But you got a Lulu right here, and you got to think about, okay, what, as a melee champion of any sort, when you jump on to an enemy champion, if the enemy support is nearby, you always got to think about, how can the enemy support screw me? So as an example, if the enemy team has an Alistar next to a carry, you know if you go in there as melee champion, he's going to headbutt you and, he's going to knock you into the air and then headbutt you away. If they have a Nautilus, you know he's going to screw you up, 5 different ways with all his CC abilities. In the case of a Lulu, you know for a fact that if you suppress a carry on the team, Lulu can save them very easily with their ultimate. In any event, you missed your ultimate, so that was fine. And then things just don't work out. You die prematurely. Darius goes down. Right. I'm not saying whether or not you could have taken them there, but the premature ult gives your team nothing to work with, because you kind of needed that ult to make anything happen the moment Darius and Akali came by. Yeah, Twitch is up. Hopefully he does not try to 1v1. I hope he does not try to 1v1 Nasus. Ah, God. Okay, he's got Soraka with him. This might work. Yeah. He got Soraka.
Sneaky, sneaky.
It's a good thing Soraka came up at the same time as well.
I was hiding.
Back to the Warwick. Okay, so I'm not sure if you're using your ultimate as a gap closer. You want to use it with the suppression. When you're walking up to someone like this, let's rewind this again. Part of playing Warwick, what you want to do is you want additional mobility when you go after someone, right? So right now, what you should be doing is you should be activating your Blood Hunt to give you the mobility that you need to get up here and get onto him. Don't just walk up to him and then press R at your base move speed, because you don't travel very far when you do that, and it just doesn't look too good. And Bran gets away with just like that. That was, yeah. I mean, it's fine to miss the ult, but if you're gonna do it, make sure you get some mileage out of it. Activate your Blood Hunt before you go in, because you need that additional mobility to make the most of your ultimate. Remember, your ultimate scales with mobility. The faster you're going, the further you fly. And even if you hit that ultimate, again, always make sure someone else is around to follow up on it, on Warwick. It would be different if you had a build that allowed you to 1v1 them very quickly with, say, a Blood Razor or Blade the Ruined King. Otherwise, your ultimate is more of a teamfight ultimate. Think of it that way. Reformed but unreformed. Why does he keep missing those ultimates? It's so easy to land. I'd argue it's clearly not so easy to land if you can miss it, right? I mean, it is a skill shot now. So, he missed it. That happens. It's not like the old Warwick ult where you just press the button on someone and they die. So now Twitch is down, Brand is down. So yeah, Soraka dies, unable to do much. Let's back this up a bit. So right here, your Twitch is down, the enemy team is advancing, right? Twitch is the source of most of your team's damage. You should be, where are you? You should be telling your teammates, let this go. This turret and this inhibitor, let it go. You need Twitch to come up before you have enough firepower to deal with them. You don't want to be ulting or fearing anyone with Twitch still dead. And I mean, your teammates staying here and dying, okay, yeah, that's on them, but you should be telling them to let it go, nonetheless. Saying, yeah, just do not fight this. Give up inhib. So now you lose Soraka, which is huge because that's supposed to be a source of infinite health for you guys, for your team. She would have kept Darius, yourself, and Twitch topped off on HP. Now Soraka's gone. You get your Twitch back. Twitch is trying to flank. You got onto the Ashe. Nocturne's up. Nocturne's going to ult on to... Oh, God. He just deleted Twitch right away. And now... Akali doesn't want to go in. She's got Lulu. And Nasus, he's got his, what is it, 650 Q stacks. Brand is here. Nocturne's back. And that's gonna be game. Okay, so let's go wrap this up. So that's game. That's a victory for the red team. Let's see in terms of feedback. Okay, so a couple of things. One, complete your boots ASAP. Stop stacking HP first. Get at least a chain vest and Megatron cloak, perhaps. Hogue or null mantle. Warwick's strength is a sustain. Sustain scales with the amount of damage that you can mitigate. So if you have 100 armor, if you had to choose between 100 HP, 100 armor, 100 magic resist, and you're someone that heals up the damage that you take, having 100 HP does not help because if you take a 200 damage burst, you still die right away. You don't get to heal it back up. If you take a 100 damage burst, you still die. You don't heal it back up. But if instead of 100 HP, you have, say, 100 armor, instead of taking 100 damage with a burst, you might take 50 damage or 60 damage. That gives you room to sustain back up through your Q and your passive and whatever, right? So any champion that has the potential to sustain out a fight by healing up constantly, on those champions, you want to prioritize armor and magic resist over HP. Stacking 5 Warmogs is not how you make Mundo tanky. Think of it that way. Mundo's tanky when he stacks armor and magic resist along with HP. It's not just stacking HP early on, and that's why stacking Cinderhulk on top of Titanic Hydra early on does not help you as much as it would have if you got, say, a Ninja Tabi right away, and that starts shutting down the auto attacks from Nasus, Ashe, and Nocturne. You could have got a Spectre's Cowl much earlier, and that would help mitigate some of the damage from the enemy brand, as an example. So just something to think about. And another reason you want to complete your boots is your ult scales with mobility, more base move speed, equal better ults. That's basically what it comes down to. If your base move speed is a lot higher, you're going to have much better ultimates. Actually, you'll close. One, when you run towards them, you'll close greater ground, and two, when you ult, you'll also go further. So that's one of the reasons you want to complete boots as quickly as possible. Outside of that, if teammates have shit positioning, you gotta work with that. Rotate with your team to cover them. If teammates, this is to say, especially carries, have shit positioning, you gotta work with that. Cinderhulk Titanic is good for damage though if you need defense. Indeed, you want to resist though. Cinderhulk and Titanic is good for damage, but damage is not your primary role as Warwick. What you want to do is just suppress them so that Twitch can right click on them and kill them. Also, Titanic Hydra is extremely expensive, and building it is not going to help you land your ultimate compared to, say, completing your Ninja Tabby, which will allow you to close the distance much more quickly and travel further with your ultimate, which means you actually land your ultimate, right? So that's the way you want to look at it. Even if you don't get armor and magic resist, complete your boots ASAP. You could have been swift boots for all I care. Complete your boots, make your ultimates better. That's what I would say. And yes, again, armor and magic resist, that's kills which are the sustain in Warwick's kit. Okay, so back to this point, if teammates, especially your carries, such as your Twitch or Kali, are doing stupid things, and yes, they do this often in the league, they'll get into stupid positions, trying to pick up more and more kills. You gotta work with what you have. I would tell your Darius and your Shuraka to work together, rotate with you to cover these idiots on your team that keep going after kills instead of trying to close out the game. So when Akali got caught and it was trying to set up a 1v1 on that brand, you should have immediately started collapsing towards that direction with Darius, so that when Nocturne comes in addition to the kill on brand, you guys would have also got Nocturne as well. Same thing when Twitch was rotating. Well, he was split pushing quite a bit, which sets himself up as a kill for the enemy team. If you know he's doing that, just rotate towards where he is and trying to make something happen, knowing that he's stubborn. He insists on doing things a certain way. You can either watch him die and say, haha, I was right, or you can try to play around it and pull out a win out of a bad situation of your AD carry oversending alone. Instead of having your AD carry oversending alone, be in the area, so basically he serves as bait and you can counter the dives by the enemy team. So that's that. Another thing, do not, on a tank build Warwick, which is what you were, do not ult prematurely if there is no one to follow up. You're not a Warwick with Blood Razor and Blade of the Ruin King. You're not going to kill them from the ultimate alone, or even quickly after the ultimate, because you don't have the damage quite there. If you're going to ult on a tank build Warwick, make sure people are around. Make sure your AP carry and AD carry are around. Well, you don't. If Darius is around, that's fine as well. But if Darius is around, that's fine as well. But ideally, you want your AP carry and AD carry to be around. When you go in for your ultimate. Number 4, I notice you spam your ult a lot. The strongest ability on Warwick is his E, not his R. Try to get good use out of his E over anything else. The AoE fear and damage reduction is extremely powerful for is an extremely powerful disruption tool in team fights. Think Fiddlesticks Fear. Fiddlesticks Fear toned down. It's when you get feared by Fiddlesticks, you're fucked. If you can land that fear on someone in a team fight, that buys your carries times to kill them, and plus you still got your ultimate to work with, right? So prioritize landing those AoE fears and using your E to reduce the amount of damage that you take as you get in position for that. Don't rely exclusively on your ultimate, and don't spam your ultimate, especially if no one's around. That would be my primary feedback for this game. Okay. All right, I've been talking for quite a while. I kind of have to take a break. Thanks for watching. I'm going to wrap this up. This stream is going to be available publicly. Normally I have these live streams unlisted, but I will be making this one available publicly for you guys. Okay. Thanks for watching. Good games. I'm taking a break. I'll be back in about half an hour to an hour. Thanks for watching.